Hello, friends. Today's movie is going to be an exciting mystery thriller that will keep you hooked from beginning to end. At first, it looks like the story of a successful businessman living a perfect life. But behind his wealth, marriage, and success lies a dark secret that has been buried for 10 years. Everything changes when he unexpectedly meets a woman from his past who was supposed to have disappeared forever. As forgotten memories return, shocking truths begin to surface, and every moment becomes more dangerous than the last. This movie is packed with suspense, betrayal, hidden motives, unexpected twists, and a mind-blowing ending that will leave you questioning everything you just watched. If you enjoy movie recaps filled with psychological drama, mystery, crime, and supernatural surprises, then this movie is definitely for you. So sit back, relax, and let's uncover the terrifying truth hidden behind this unforgettable story. At the beginning of the story, we see a man named VJ. He is a businessman by profession. He was just going to meet his girlfriend Nisha at her house. Along with this, he was sitting in his beautiful car and talking to Nisha in a video call. Nisha was trying to woo VJ and was making him crazy with her gestures by wearing short clothes so that VJ would reach her as soon as possible. Here VJ was also getting very excited to see Nisha driving the car. These people were just talking in the video call when VJ's boss called. Actually, VJ's boss was VJ's father-in-law. Yes, VJ is married and with whom he was just talking. She was not his wife, but his girlfriend. VJ works in the post of CEO in his father-in-law's company. But recently, VJ had made a big mistake, due to which the company had suffered a lot, and so VJ's father-in-law had called an important meeting of the board of directors, and he called VJ to call the same meeting. But VJ's mind was intimate with Nisha, so he tries to avoid that meeting by making excuses. But this time, her father-in-law does not listen to her and disconnects the phone by giving her strict instructions to reach the meeting. VJ gets very nervous about this of his father-in-law. He then quickly calls his wife, Anita. He says he should somehow convince his father so that VJ doesn't have to go to the meeting. But Anita herself was a member of the board of directors of that meeting, and she also had to attend this meeting. So Anita can't help him. Now VJ understands that he has no option but to go to the meeting. After this, he calls his girlfriend Nisha and says that he will not be able to come to her today. But on the other hand, Nisha was fully prepared that as soon as VJ came, she would be fiercely intimate with him. But Nisha gets angry after hearing VJ's words. Now she tries to woo him by showing him her body on a video call and tries to call him by showing her acts. Seeing Nisha's antics in her body, VJ's attention is completely distracted. He decides in his mind that he will go to meet her in any case. In this confusion, his attention was diverted from the road, and in an attempt to save a cyclist coming from the front, his car suddenly collided with the pavement. In this accident, VJ's vintage car is completely damaged. However, VJ was fine. Now the car was neither starting nor the network was coming in his phone. Under compulsion, he reaches a nearby mechanic with the help of the same cyclist. The mechanic tells him that it will take a long time to fix the car. To pass the time, VJ goes to a nearby cafe for coffee. While drinking coffee, he suddenly hears a familiar voice. He follows that voice to a nearby community hall. There he meets Shanti, who is a dance teacher by profession. As soon as Shanti's eyes fell on Vijay, the smile on his face disappeared. Vijay tries to talk to her, but Shanti ignores him and walks towards her house from there. Now Vijay also follows peace. Seeing Vijay's actions, it seemed that he knew Shanti beforehand. While walking, the coffee suddenly spills from Vijay's hand and falls on Shanti's clothes. Vijay then immediately apologizes. But there was something in his eyes that could be clearly guessed that this mistake was probably made deliberately by him. Shanti gets a little uncomfortable and tells him that she should leave from here. Otherwise, he'll be late. Meanwhile, a police officer passing by notices both of them. After this, he immediately comes close to these two. Inspector Indrajit first calmly asks, "Is this man bothering you?" Shanti replies in a calm tone that Vijay is just trying to talk to her and that she already knows him, so there is nothing to worry about. After hearing this, the inspector notes Vijay's name and address and moves on from there. Shanti then asks Vijay to accompany her to her home. As soon as he reaches home, Vijay first asks Shanti where she suddenly disappeared 10 years ago. Vijay and Shanti got married 10 years ago. But one day, Shanti had suddenly disappeared without saying anything, and now after so many years, the two were face to face. Shanti goes to take a bath without saying anything. On the other hand, Vijay goes to the kitchen and starts making tea. But the uneasiness in his mind was clearly visible. He slowly approaches the bathroom and tries to peek across the door. He feels that Shanti is watching him or understanding his presence, but she still doesn't say anything. When peace comes out, Vijay then gave her hot ginger tea. The two start a conversation while drinking tea, and Vijay repeats the same question again. Then Shanti slowly begins to tell the incident of 10 years ago. She says that that day she was returning to her home from the nursing home. Then on the way, a man stopped him and asked for the address of the hospital. The man was accompanied by his pregnant wife, who was sitting in the car and suffering from pain. Seeing his condition, Shanti decided to help him and sat in the car with him. But he doesn't remember what happened after that. When she regains consciousness, she finds herself in an unknown city. Every time she tried to contact Vijay, she failed. He felt like someone wanted to harm him. Due to this fear, she started living in that city. Vijay is shocked to hear this and asks her why she went to the nursing home that day. Shanti then quietly tells that she was pregnant and she wanted to give this news to Vijay as a surprise. But fate had other plans and she lost her child due to a miscarriage. Hearing this talk of peace, the atmosphere becomes heavy and the distance between the two gradually starts to decrease. In the flow of emotions, they come closer to each other. But that's when Shanti retreats, holding herself. She asks Vijay about his current life. Vijay tells that he got married to his college friend Anita and now has 2 sons who study in this school. At the same time, he works in a high position in the company of his father-in-law. Vijay wanted Shanti to accompany him and meet his wife Anita. But Shanti categorically denies this. In fact, he suspected that Anita could be behind what happened 10 years ago. Actually, Vijay, Shanti, and Anita studied in the same college and were good friends with each other. Anita liked Vijay from the beginning. She was quite beautiful to look at and very attractive, because of which Shanti often felt inferior in front of him. But Vijay's heart was beating just for peace, and over time the two got married. One day, Vijay threw a party at his house, which Anita also attended. That night, Shanti took a pregnancy test and found out that she was going to be a mother. She wanted to give this good news to Vijay as a surprise. Vijay is surprised to hear this and asks, "But what can be Anita's role in this? Why would she harm you?" On this, Shanti told him the most important thing of that night. She says that after doing the test, she accidentally left the kid in the bathroom. When she went back to pick him up, she saw Anita there. It was clear that Anita had now come to know about Shanti's pregnancy. Shanti further says that Anita had no shortage of money and resources. It may therefore be possible that he tried to get someone out of the way by giving him money so that he could get closer to victory. Vijay gets serious after hearing all this and calmly asks, "Do you remember the face of that couple?" Shanti says that even though 10 years have passed since that incident, she still remembers the face of that couple clearly. It's as if everything happened yesterday. Hearing this, Vijay says that if he finds the couple and it is proved that Anita has made Shanti disappear by giving them money, then he can get the harshest punishment. But Shanti does not believe much in this and says that now all these things probably do not make any sense. Meanwhile, the atmosphere becomes a bit somber and the two come close to each other and become intimate with each other. After some time, when everything is quiet, Vijay takes a deep breath and peace is sitting beside him. "The last time we were together, I got pregnant. If this happens this time too," Vijay tells him not to worry. "Everything will be fine. Still, if you have such doubts, take the test." Shanti is suddenly shocked when she hears the mention of the test. Surprise is clearly visible on his face. She asks Vijay, "How do you know about that particular test?" Because it wasn't a common thing. This test was not easily available here. It was brought by one of his friends from abroad. Vijay gets nervous when he hears this. The color of his face fades, as if his big truth was about to come out. The next moment, he suddenly becomes very angry, and with the pillow kept near him, he kills her by pressing Shanti's mouth. Actually, Vijay himself was behind this whole conspiracy. He had planned to get Shanti out of the way by giving money to the couple. Vijay knew that Anita loved him very much, and that she was the only daughter of her father. If he marries Anita, then in the future the entire property will be in his hands. Tempted by this greed, he decided to remove Shanti from his life. Now that Shanti suddenly disappeared, Vijay felt that his work was done. He then married Anita without any hesitation. But after 10 years, when Shanti suddenly appeared in front of her, the ground slipped under her feet, and when she came to know that Shanti remembered the face of the couple, she started fearing her truth to be revealed. It was this fear that forced him to commit the crime once again so that his secret would be hidden forever. Now, the reason before this could have come out of here. Police Inspector Indrajit goes to Shanti's house, and after coming here, he first knocks on the door, but there is no answer from inside. After waiting for some time, he is about to go back when a plate accidentally falls from the Vijay hidden inside, whose sound reaches outside. Inspector Indrajit gets alert as soon as he hears the sound of the plate breaking. He immediately comes to the door and enters by opening the door with the key placed under the doormat. On the other hand, Vijay, who is hiding inside, panics and immediately jumps out of the window and escapes from there. While running, he reaches the same place where his car met with an accident. He sees some people standing near his car and trying to get someone out of that car. When his eyes fall on that body, he is stunned. That corpse belongs to no one else but himself. Looking at his own lifeless body, Vijay's understanding stops working. It seems to be dark around him. He doesn't understand what's going on. Just then, a familiar voice comes from behind. He turns and looks. There stood Silence with a faint smile. She says, "I told you it would be late." Vijay shudders with fear as he hears this. His scream goes out, and this is where the story ends. This movie leaves a question here. Was it a confrontation between two incomplete souls or an account of someone's deeds? By the way, there are more such stories in this series. If you guys say so, then I will bring more stories in front of you. For such movies, you can follow us on Telegram and Instagram, the link of which is given in the description. If you like the movie, then definitely like it and subscribe to my channel for such videos. So let's see our next video.